Hello Wildcats, just a quick reminder that we are not going to do a normal episode of This Week at River Ridge this week. However, we will be showing sports with Andy.
Last week's game was the last home game of the season unless we host the playoffs. And that brought in the Hilltoppers from Danville Schlarman, who are 4-2 against our 5-1 Wildcats. Their quarterback is the leading passer in the state for 8-man football. How would the Cats' defense stack up?
Danville Schlarman would get the ball first and would have to punt when they, whoops! Cats ball on 36-yard line. Great start. The Cats would get it down to the 1-yard line when senior Joe Diaz on senior night would take it in for the first score of the night. The 2-point conversion would be good. On the Hilltoppers' next possessions, 4th and 5 on their own 15, they go for it. They run a double verse and go 85 yards for a touchdown. The 2-point conversion would not be good. Hilltoppers up 12-6. On the next play, Caleb Rhodes would go for a score. But wait, holding on Joe Diaz? On the next play, Diaz would go 20 yards for the touchdown. 2-point conversion, good.
Cats take the lead, 14-12. Maybe he did that hold on purpose? Nah.
On the Cats' next drive, Diaz is stuck, but wait, he reverses field and gets a first down. Nice run. Later, Diaz would go 33 yards on the counter to score, breaking 3 tackles on the way. The 2-point conversion would be good. On the very next play, the Hilltoppers would score on a 65-yard pass play. Wow! The 2-point conversion would be good, and the Hilltoppers would cut the Cats' lead to 2. The Cats would fumble in the next possession, and the Hilltoppers would take advantage of it by a long pass and a 2-yard run to take the lead. The 2-point conversion would be good. The Cats on their next possession would be forced to punt, and Danville Schlarman would kneel down to kill the clock. But Coach Nicholas of the Cats would have other ideas and call timeout, forcing the Hilltoppers to play.
The Hilltoppers would have 2 incomplete passes and be forced to punt, giving the Cats the ball with 2 timeouts and 45 seconds left.
The Cats would move the ball with a nice run by Diaz, who's playing inspired on senior night. With 8 seconds left, Angle would try and run, see it close off, pop back, and find Rhodes in the back for the score, tying the game.
The 2-point conversion would be good, and the Cats would be up at the halftime, 28-26. What a game!
On Schlarman's next possession, the Cats made some adjustments at the halftime. If you can see, they go with 1 linebacker and cover 2 over top. First down, the Cats D forces the QB to run for a short gain. Second down, pressure from Jacob Sawyers for an incomplete pass. Third down, intercepted by Caleb Rhodes for the pick 6.
Great defense adjustments by the Cats coaching staff. The Hilltoppers would go on to score only 1 more time in the second half.
The Cats, on the other hand, would score on a 43-yard touchdown pass by Angle to Rhodes. 2 possessions later, the Cats would score on a 2-yard run by Brighton Angle.
The Cats would end up winning 52-34 in a great back-and-forth game. Here's what Coach Nicholas had to say in his press conference.
Yeah, I was real proud of our team effort tonight. Fell behind a couple times and were able to bounce back and show some resilience. Did a good job making that adjustment. with the defensive backs after falling behind. And leading into that, that's why we did call that timeout before halftime. I know we were kind of ridiculed at the time, why would we be doing that? But we thought that if they're going to throw deep on us, we deserve to lose if we can't stop that. So we made the adjustment and we were able to get the ball back. And knowing that we had the ball to start the third quarter, had a chance to get 2 scores in there and take the game over, and we did. So real proud of the kids for that. Yeah, next week, it's a great polo team. We know they're well coached. We know they're physical. They're real fundamentally sound. They don't make a lot of mistakes. We have to play our best game of the season by far next week against Polo and come out and be ready to go.
Tonight, the Cats take on the undefeated Polo at Polo. The Cats are ranked 3rd in the state in 8-man, and Polo is ranked 2nd. This game you don't want to miss. Good luck, Cats.
Hello?
This week,
Hey, Kim.
last week was the last home game of the season unless we play.
Ready.
Yeah, we did a good job falling behind a couple times and being able to come back from that. Hang on, I guess not.
Last week's home game was the last of the season unless we host playoff games. What do you want me to say instead of broad? Last week's home game was the last home game of the season unless we play Last week's home game was the last of the season unless we host playoffs against the Hilltoppers from Danville Schlarman for... That doesn't... Last week's home game... He made me laugh.
Okay, fine. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. By these 2 dummies to my right.
I like basketball.
I was...
Why were they still in at the end of the game? Hey, you play the game to win. Yeah, that's why he was in. You play the game to win. That's all I got.
This week's episode was sponsored by Lampshade Nation.